a need to help. On my way to work, I came across a man who was in a wreck, so I pulled over to help him. While he had no open wounds or cuts from the accident, he seemed to be going in and out of consciousness. I had never been in that situation before. I knew I had to do something. I was nervous and scared. I had to recollect my thoughts, my training. Recollect my thoughts, my training, and do what was needed to keep the man awoke. So I asked him questions until the paramedics arrived. Once they had gotten him onto the stretcher, the man started to shake and slobber. He was having a seizure, so they gave him medicine in his IV. The man tried to talk, but his speech was gibberish, and no one could understand it. I had to give an concise report of what I saw and did to help the man. A few days later, I thought I would go visit the man to see just how he was doing. I found out the man's name was Mr. Harris. He was 78 years old and was a widower. When I introduced myself to him, he told me how thankful he was that I saw him and stopped. He told me of the tormented nightmares he had been having of that day. I told him I was scared. There would be some type of controversy about me coming to see him, being that I didn't work there and was inaccessible to the information in the system. But I ran into one of the medics who knew me and was able to help me. I told him I thought he had perished in the wreck, but am glad he survived the intolerable conditions the car was in. Then, as I looked at the man's table, the nightstand where he was eating, I could see he needed help. Everything was very untidy. So I helped him and cleaned up a little bit before I left Mr. Harris. Hated to see me go. I hated to leave him, but I was glad I went to see him.